Hi my people, it's your girlfriend Lida Great and I'm back like I never left. Today we are in extension 3 by the Dallas Garden, that's what I call it. So I'm standing here with David, but I'm gonna let him give himself an introduction and tell us what's happening here and how it started and all that.
Yo guys, this is me, David Ish. Finally just introduced me and I'd like you guys to check out our garden, know what it is that we do here. Just to give you a little bit of background, this used to be a dumping site, as you can see. Now it's a beautiful, thriving garden. A team of workers came together with Operation Cleanup to start cultivating the space, or basically cleaning up the dumping spot. And then through the feeding scheme program, the idea was birthed to start growing food for the community, hence the name of the project, Food for the Hood Community Farming Project. And with this project and initiative, we aim to grow food, not only for feeding the feeding scheme, but also to educate people on having a healthy lifestyle, a sustainable lifestyle, growing your own food, knowing what you eat, as well as sell produce to the market to sustain and create jobs in the community and further better, like, improve the status of our community and our people. So yeah, feel free to check out anything and finally will let me know if you know us to know anything.
Yeah, I will let you know. I didn't know the name is Food for the Hood, that's good. Food for the Hood, that sounds class. Yeah, that's us.
On the socials, we are Food for the Hood Community Farming Project, and we are based in Eldorado Park, Extension 3, Dallas Flats. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, but definitely.
This section here, we actually busy trying to just keep all our herbs here. As you can see, here's coriander. There's chilies that's sprouting. They will be transplanted and move away from the herb section. There's more coriander coming out. This is our strawberries growing here.
Yo, and the strawberries here, guys. I mean, now really, I didn't see this. Wow, this now. Yeah, I'm gonna eat the strawberries.
Yeah, feel free. There's rosemary over there. We've got thyme growing over here. Thyme that's sprouted over here. There's obviously lots of weeds in between as well. But yeah, this is where we gonna focus on growing different herbs and spices like your garlic and things. Because like I said earlier, we cook differently. We don't only put what our parents used to put in the food. We want different tastes. We want to develop. Our palates are more developed. So different herbs and spices, you'll definitely find it here. And always, everything we do is organic.
Yes, fresh.
Fresh.
Fresh. Danko, David.
We're just literally building our store, our staliki, the place where we will be selling the fruit, the fresh produce from. Sorry, the place where we will be selling our fresh produce from. And this is where you come and pack your stuff, rinse it off. You can go into the garden, harvest your stuff fresh, bring it over here, we wash it off for you, put it in a plastic, and you're out.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, we're also using materials that we find around, because the biggest problem that we face is waiting on doing something a specific way, and that's keeping us away from getting to a point where we actually be noticed for what we want to do, and then we can actually make the change. So instead of us waiting, some people might laugh, some people might have a lot to say about the project, but the progress speaks for itself.
Yeah,
and that's what keeps us going.
Yeah.
So yeah, over here we've got beds of beetroot, more kale coming up. We had a good harvest of cauliflowers.
Yeah. It's happening here in this garden.
Over here we're busy with the greenhouse structure. And we actually had one, and the wind came, strong winds of the late August winds came in September. Basically, just showed us the power of nature once again. But as you can see with that, we're busy with reinforcements here, making sure that this thing goes nowhere besides whether the rain's coming. So we're pushing, regardless of the challenges we face. The main idea is to push.
Yeah. What is this here?
Over here you've got more spring onions growing, coming up.
Spring onions.
This is not something you see regularly. This is the lettuce that actually is going into seed now. So we're going to collect these seeds from the lettuce to
replant
for the next season.
Yeah.
So instead of taking out the whole plant when you harvest the lettuce, we actually leave it to give more seeds.
Yeah, more.
So that is obviously now our that's been plants, a succulent garden farm. Now it's structure building, and then we'll show like the herbs there.
Okay.
Then I think everything is actually covered.
Ja, van is hetzelfde goed wat ons
Same,
zei.
yeah. Too small for the whole of Eldorado Park, but if extension 3 to start with as the base has a source of sustainable food source, and then this is where it's at.
Yeah, and I see this isn't the only section that you'll have here. Maybe you should move to the other side as well, so that we can see.
Introduce you guys to this scarecrow.
Yeah, there's scarecrows as well, guys. Look at him. There's another one there. You mean they have names or what?
Yeah, but I think.
Let's go.
So right here we are at the birthplace of the beautifying of the garden, the starting root of everything. It all began here when Tanitasha, that's what I call her, which is Funli's mom, she cultivated this piece of land into a beautiful, succulent tree garden where we now have, besides what we're in Extension 3 Park now, this is our mini park. And the growing of the food basically started in this patch here. We saw cultivation of carrots, cabbage, spinach. This is the side of the garden that actually showed how fruitful the land is after everything, and like all the dumping and stuff. And besides all the stones and the glass and debris that we found in the land, we also saw that the potential of the land to grow food is great. So through this experiment here, Tasha harvested butternuts, that's market-sized butternuts, pumpkins. We've seen that what we find on the shelves can come from this land. So that was last season. This season we have this current crops in the ground now. As we all know, it's spring. Beetroot. They are all in the garden, freshly planted. These ones and there's obviously new seedlings coming up as well. You've got a varieties of your cabbages, cauliflowers. There's the spring onions. And then over to this side here we've got more cabbage, spinaches, sorry. The structures here are basically built prior to the time where you plant your tomatoes and all your climbers. So underneath there, there's tomatoes now, and they are small, so the structure is ready to support them as they grow up. As the tomatoes get heavy, they will use the structure to support. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hallo mense, ek is Natasha se kind. Ek het die tuin gebegin. Alles op my eie. Hierdie genade van God, jy weet, dit is nie vir almal nie om met plante te werk of met jy weet, te plant. Dit vat jy met baie sterk as jy met haar op jou tande het. En ja, dus ons ook nou beplan het. Ek is nie alleen nie. We call the project here
Food
for the Wood. Ja. En ja, ons gaan ook verkoop en aan die gemeenskap gee, en ons wil nog verder nog ander projekte ook nog aanvat van alle omgewings wat weet, as mense ons se hulp gaan nodig, ons is hier om te ondersteun. Man, ek het nie eintlik veel om te sê nie. Ek is nie eintlik mens van baie praat nie. Ek is 'n mens maar van daad. Dit is waar dit kom. Because talk is cheap op die einde van die dag. Talk is cheap. So, ek ken maar, ek gaan nie maar nou hier deur die tuin, as ek nou sê talk is cheap, dan sal ek maar sien, kijk, soos hier soos Danja, hier soos cabbage. Ek het ook marigolds, ek het ook gecompanionized hier so in die garden in, want om te companionizing is ook goed vir die ekonomie van die groente, die groei van die groente. En hier so het ek ook curry leaf boom. Curry leaf takkies wat ek ook gekry het en ek het dit maar getransplant. Sal maar sien wat gaan ek doen met gerof. Kan ek maar nou sien dat dit nou terugkom. En in daai sakke daar is hy wat sakke met aardappels in. Aardappels, spinasie, hierso tek strawberries in. Ja, dat gaan maar aan hierso. Dit gaan maar aan hierso. Ons het baie grond. Ek het laas week klompie wortels uit die grond uit gehaal. Wat ook aan my medewerkers, die ander ouens, die ander vrouens wat ek mee werk, ook gegee om te sê, jy weet, the first harvest moet ons maar nog weet.
Okay.